go. All right. Hello, everyone. What is today? Oh, July 5th. I should know that. That's ridiculous. That yesterday was July 4th. What in the heck? Y'all, I don't even know what is going on. Happy 4th. I hope you had a great day with your family and friends or military families. Whatever you chose to do yesterday, I hope it was a good one. Tonight, as you know, we're doing our conference calls every 2 weeks. Except, does next one actually run into reunion time? OMG, it does. So guess what? Our next one won't be till July 26th, which is kind of good because I get home on the 23rd and then we will have can we wait till the 26th to talk and share everything? I don't know. Okay, we're just going to have to make it work. So anyway, the next one is July 26th and we'll be going over, which reminds me, on July 13th is our next one because we're going to have a special Zoom call during the reveal with Heidi and Orville. I only have 50 spots available, but we're going to get on here and we are going to share the excitement and go over all the new stuff. So July 13th, we're going to have a special Zoom. I'm writing that on my calendar now. I'm going to call it Big Reveal because seriously, new products, I don't think it gets any bigger than that. That is the biggest reveal of all. It's like Christmas times 20. I cannot wait. I am like, I hope there's scented poopery. I really hope there's poopery scented for Scentsy. That's my one product that I really would love to have. Okay, so I was going over the email that came through, and most of you already saw on my team page if y'all are on there. So discussing the big email from Heidi and Orville. So I want to talk about this and then we're going to dive right into customer service because I think it goes hand in hand. And here is my thinking on this new lead consultant or above to be able to be on the consultant locator. So really nothing's going to change. Let's be honest. You have your $10 a month for your PWS in order to have your customers place orders online. You're not paying $10 for a consultant locator service. So your $10 fee, it's tax deductible, and it's so you can set parties up and have guests go on there and make purchases your customers can buy from your website. And so typically I went back through and I was looking because I have pretty good memory when it comes to who I sell to, who's my regular customers. So I went and just a little digging a little bit. So y'all, in almost 8 years, in July, I joined in July of 2009. So is that 8 years almost? I think I'm going on 8 years. In 8 years, y'all, I've had one random recruit sign up from finding me on Consultant Locator. So I don't know what, let's just see what this is. 365 times 8. Out of 2,920 days, one person has joined my Scentsy team as finding me on a consultant locator. And I know everybody's not going to have the same stats, but this is what I think is so ironic. I mean, one person, she's still with me to this day, but do you know why she joined? It's because my picture was on my website and I had a personal story on there. It wasn't that she just randomly picked one. So if you are a picture of a pretty warmer on your website right now, you might want to change it from a warmer to your face, to your beautiful face, y'all. Change it. Because you can't be a warmer and make it personal. I mean, they can see a warmer in a catalog, okay? So put your picture on your website and put your story on there. If you haven't updated your story, update it. People, that's what they relate to. They don't get a chance to call you and talk to you, so you need to have it on there so they can read about you and fall in love with you and be like, yeah, I want her to be my sponsor. So that's one out of 8 years that I've gotten a recruit from. Maybe 1 to 2 times, I mean, it may be 5, who knows, in 8 years. A handful of times where someone has found me on a consultant locator from Scentsy.com, and that's it. My business is not successful or ran on the consultant locator. It is less than 1%. It's probably less than 0.5% or 0.1% of the I don't know the math. I would need Orville Thompson on here to do the math for me, because I am terrible at it. I'm here to tell y'all that if I was to figure out what my PRV was and the percentage from the people that randomly bought on my PWS, I would be nowhere. My business is not ran from that. So here's the thing to know. Any existing customers that you guys have, they're going to go back to your PWS. You're giving them your website. Hey, Carol, thanks so much for ordering. Here's my website. She's going to come back on and she's going to buy at your website. They know what it is. If you're staying in touch with your customers, they will come back and order at your PWS. So there's no worry about any of that. So if they're your existing customers and they go on and place an order, they're going to go to the consultant that they previously, the last purchase went to. So if you're providing good customer service and it's your customer, what are you worried about? Nothing. They're your customer. And guess what? Maybe they can't remember your name. They can search by your name and say, I know it's Heather Gorsuch, whatever. People can't remember my name. It's Gorsuch. They're Garush, they're Gara, they're whatever they're calling me. They can put in Heather, Pearland, and figure out, or Texas. They're going to find us and locate us if they have purchased from us before. Okay, so no need to worry about that either. This is the only time that they're talking about that you have to be a lead or above, is if no one has a consultant and they're like, find the closest person to me within whatever miles, that's when it'll pop up. It does not happen enough in our businesses to even worry about it. It is, and you know what, and honestly, you should be a lead or above in order to get that, because those are the people that are showing consistency in their business and wanting growth. So there's nothing against the people that are hobbyists, but I've had people that have been on my team before, and they've gotten a random recruit from the PWS. They don't even know them. It was by the consultant locator, because it does happen. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but they're like, shoot, how the heck do I even contact her? I don't even know her. I can't believe it. But they are in the hobby mindset of running a business. So do you think they're going to be in the same mindset of, let's say, what you could give that recruit? No. So it's total random. So that's where it makes it a really good, valid point to give leads and perks, if you want to call them perks, to people that are working their business. No one should be recruiting people and leading them on that they can be a great mentor and help them be successful in this business. You know why? Because in our Scentsy standards, there are guidelines that we have to follow as a sponsor, as a leader, as a director. You have to have that leadership role. And some of us, if you're not willing to be a lead, then you should not be able to have certain perks. There's plenty of perks that I'm not involved in and I can't be a part of. Every level has its own perks, if you will. And so being part of the consultant locator, it is such a small percentage. That's why I'm not even sweating it. I could care less about it because honestly, I don't get hits like that on mine. And I'm a salesperson, y'all. I mean, when I tell you I'm a hustler, I think I called myself a sales whore before. I don't even know. I'm not sure. But seriously, I'm a hustler. I mean, I could sell ice to an Eskimo. I mean, I remember a few of y'all had you convinced that I used the bar soap from the catalog. I'd never even tried it. And y'all were all convinced that it was my favorite product. So trust me, it's not going to make a bit of difference. So it comes down to customer service. That's what we're talking about. Every single one of your people that you can right now is go through and make a list, y'all, of every single person that is like orders from you regularly. And let's start with the main nuts and bolts, if you will, of your customer database. And start with the repeat offenders. Oh, that sounds like a crime. Let's start with the repeat buyers. Let's call them repeat buyers instead of offenders. Terrible. Oh my, I watch too much crime TV. So we want the repeat buyers. Let's make a list of them. These are the people we're going to reach out and tell them that you've been in a challenge as of right now to get plenty of referrals. Between now and then, in August 17th is when this starts. So you are going to try to reach out and get as many new first-time buyers from your referrals, from your go-to crew, okay? These are your committed buyers from you. Those are the ones that are going to have solid leads for you. And just tell them, say, there's a new system that's going to be in place, and I'm trying to find first-time buyers. Can I get a sample in their hand? Do you have, can I get their email address or their phone number and give them a call and ask them if it's okay to send a sample to them? I love getting people on the phone because then it's not just words. See, I hate just type text messages, and I hate the computer messages because there's no emotion behind it. they can't hear my voice and hear my excitement on black and white text. It's so important. If you use your phone during this whole process, you're going to get a lot further than you're going to be getting typing words and trying to reach out to people. So it's funny. So when I hear people complain about something, or, oh, I've tried this or I've tried that, I would say 9 times out of 10, their version of reaching out is via something that's not a personal communication. It's going to be black and white words typed either on a text message, on a Facebook message, or they post it on their Facebook wall waiting for people to respond. And as much as I would love for this business to be knock, 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 ring my doorbell, I'm here to buy Scentsy, that's not reality. People are not showing up at my door 7 days a week to place Scentsy orders. I have to seek them out. And in order to do that, it has to be through relationships and customer service. So I want you to think about anybody that goes out to eat. Maybe you visit Hobby Lobby too much and they know you by name in there. I know I'm guilty of that. Think about the one place you go to where they know you by name, or when you sit down to order something and they say, Diet Coke, little ice, or ice unsweet tea, right? No lemon. Like, think about, or you go and get donuts and they're like, chocolate with the coconut sprinkles. I'm giving away all my little hints, y'all. This is terrible. Because I do love the chocolate donuts with coconut, I'm not going to lie. So think about that one place, y'all. Where do you go? How does that make you feel when you come in that place and they are like, man, I can't believe she remembered that. I love coming here. A perfect example. There is a furniture place here in Houston. If you're familiar with it, it's called Gallery Furniture. So this gentleman that owns Gallery Furniture, and this is what sets him apart from everybody else. Sure, I could go anywhere I wanted to buy furniture when I'm in the market for it, but this is just a little bit about him, and I don't know if it's exact. I'm just going off from my personal experience. So during the, like when the oil prices, he would do this like perk, where you come in and spend $2,000 on a mattress. Had to be $2,000 at least, because they're expensive. If you came in and you guessed if the oil prices were under X amount dollar per barrel or whatever, then you would end up getting your mattress for free by the end of a certain date. So what's going on now is you come in and you pick the party that you think is going to win the presidential election, whether Republican or Democrat. And if you're right, come election time, you get your mattress for free. When the floods happened here in Houston, everybody that had a mattress, they had to come in or fill out paperwork or whatever, if they lost their mattresses, he gave them a set of mattresses for free. When you come into his facility, there is a cafe with hamburgers, hot dogs, brisket, drinks, popcorn, free. Bluebell ice cream, free. Cake, free when you come in the door. It's a family atmosphere. If you buy furniture that day, it is same day delivery. Now, he may tell you it may be 1 o'clock in the morning, but it will be delivered same day delivery. Free delivery. And then when they get here, there's a survey that he fills out that they want the customer to fill out. On the survey, the last time we had our stuff delivered, my husband's like, is there anything else I can help you with? And my husband's like, why in the heck is your survey asking, is there anything else I can help you with? And my husband's like, seriously, have other people asked you to do other stuff? You know what the guy says to us one time? He goes, yeah, one time there was this little sweet little elderly lady, and the lady goes, is this for real? Is this a real question? And they're like, yes, ma'am. Is there anything else that we can help you with? She may ask if they could help mow their yard. These 2 guys were out mowing their yard, helping this little elderly lady mow their yard. They have done groceries, put them away, laundry, help with, the stupidest things you'd ever think of people have asked them to do. But Mac, the guy that owns this, we call him Mattress Mac. That's what I call him, but his name's Mac something. They seriously have to do it. You know why? Because he believes in doing good and helping other people. And those surveys are looked at by him personally, and he believes in providing good customer service and going the extra mile for people. So that is the first thing that comes to my mind, is somebody that runs his business with that much willingness to help people, give great customer service. You remember that. It's an experience, and that is what your customer service is in your business. You guys have to be going above and beyond. What is it that sets you apart from everybody else? That may be a birthday club that you start. And you don't have to ask their year. Just ask them what their day and their month is. So the month prior, you can send out a little coupon that says $5 off your next order, happy birthday. Or maybe it's a cent circle, or stock up on the happy birthday bars right now while they're BMBs, and you can send them a happy birthday bar. But go the extra mile, and you can do $5 off the next purchase of, $25 or more. Set your requirements like Mattress Mac did. With a $2,000 mattress, you get a chance to do that. So make sure you think about what you're trying to do. But maybe you're doing that. If it's a customer that is, purchase the bags, really beautiful bags from the family store. If somebody spends maybe $100 with you, or $50 or $75, whatever that dollar amount may be, maybe it's in a great reusable bag from the family store. So it's little things that oh, good, Carol's on. She can help me. Hi, Carol.
Hello.
So y'all just think of little things that you can do in your business. And the biggest customer service you can do is follow up with this. And I know every single one of you have one. If you don't, we need to talk after this meeting, but it's this. And it can even be a cell phone. This is your tool that you need right here to follow up. Because I'm going to tell you, I can follow up till I'm blue in the face. I got a customer's order the other day from typing black and white words saying, oh yeah, I need this. I'll message you later the card payment. That was 3 days ago. You think I've heard from her? No. When I picked up the phone 5 minutes before this call, guess what I got? The credit card number. They can't say no to you when it's your voice, just so you know. It puts more pressure on them, okay? So that's the best way. If you have somebody at a home party, pick up that phone and say, hey, I just wanted to call and say how much I really enjoyed you coming to the Sarah Scentsy party last night. It was so great to meet you. And I'll be letting you know and let the hostess know whenever the delivery date is scheduled. And it can be that. It doesn't have to be I'm shoving Scentsy down your throat every time I talk to you. You can call and just say thank you, and it was nice to meet you. We're trying to get a relationship established in order for you to be able to take your customer service to a next level. So after initial contact, if you're doing home parties, basket parties, you can still pick up the phone and thank them. Package their gifts up. I love doing it, and it's nothing fancy, y'all. Sometimes it'll be curling ribbon. I mean, that's as far as I go with a name tag on the front. Whatever. Put samples in there. If you see that they haven't tried the laundry stuff, put a laundry sample in there or a counter clean sample. Put something on there and a little extra. People love freebies. Have you seen all the people signing up for all these Ipsy, Bark Box, Blue Box? I don't even know how many different boxes there are. You can do the same thing with your deliveries. You don't have to have a special club, sort of the month club you can have, but it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just make them feel appreciated. Put a little handwritten thank you card. A handwritten thank you card goes a long way. And that is what my number one thing that I love to do is if you have to text message, I have a little thing. It says, thank you so much for your order. Or I take a picture of my business card and say, it was so great talking to you. And I'll text them a picture of my business card. And then they can say that it just says, thank you so much. So then they have my phone number in their phone. So you can play the game of I'm following up. Here's my info. But in all different aspects, whether it be text, email, phone, play the game and try to cover all your bases. Because when they're recurring customers, they're going to come straight to you because they're going to like how you do business. You've proven yourself to them. You've proven that to them that you are a serious Scentsy consultant and this is not a hobby. You want to get to the point where someone does not say, are you still selling Scentsy? They should never ask that question to me ever. If they ask me that, I am failing as a consultant and I need to step up my game. Because listen, they better know. I am serious. This is my job. Like, this is not it's the end of the month. I'm desperate. Give me 150 in orders. I got to stay in. Listen, by day 5, if I'm not active or 500 in, that's pushing it. I'm a little extreme. I don't even have 500 in right now. 150 in. Listen, I need to get my butt in gear. I should not be waiting. Every week, I should be trying to set a goal and increasing it every single week of the month. My goal is to get $2,000 before I leave on July 16th to Nashville. I want my month done. So when I come back, I'm focusing on August. Like, I don't even want to think about July. I want it done. So that is my goal. I'm trying to jumpstart every single month with PRV and just keep increasing it. I'm never satisfied. I'm always pushing the envelope. I want more. How many of y'all, by a show of hands, always want more? Like, it's never enough. Anybody else? Okay, y'all are my hungry ones. And I'm not talking my chocolate donuts with coconut sprinkles. Y'all are the go-getters. Y'all are the ones that will push the envelope. And guess what? When you make that contagious and you show your customers that you care, that you love them, you show your team the same, they see that excitement, it's contagious. And by contagious, I don't mean hurry up and do this. You're not ordering anything. They see it. They want to be a part of it. That's where recruits start happening too out of this customer service. You start flipping hostesses. They see your excitement, your passion, your drive, and how you value your customers. That is what in turn makes a successful business. Carol, do you remember what did they say about it's better to have X amount of solid returning customers than constantly be playing the game of looking for new people? Like, what is the number, Carol? Do you remember?
I don't know if I've never heard of an actual number, but they just say, like when I had a salon, I was taught it's much easier to keep your customers that are already coming to you than to constantly be searching for new ones. And so, the more money or the more items that you can get your customers to become loyal to you with, like if you get them hooked on the laundry and and the wax, and then if you get them hooked on hand soaps, or we have hand soaps still. Like, do we still have? Oh, because I still have some of the old ones. Don't tell anyone.
Christmas one's in my bathroom right now. The pine one.
Like, so I can't remember. Like, but so you get these customers using room sprays, hand soaps, laundry stuff. That customer becomes so valuable that you actually don't need very many customers. You really the number of customers that you need is about 60 customers. So you think about it. Can you find one customer a day for 2 months that will buy consistently from you? I mean, when you're thinking of breaking it down into smaller terms, you need to find one customer a day and build your list over time. It doesn't have to be done right now. You don't have to have 60 customers today. Maybe every month you find 1 to 10 customers. So maybe we'll say 20 days out of the month you're unsuccessful with finding customers. But if you find roughly 60 customers, you will easily do your $500 every single month with those 60 customers, especially when you have ones that will order $100 from you at a whack, or $200 because they want free shipping and host rewards. So if you can teach your customers like what Heather does and have them order in bulk, versus just random orders, that helps too. But seriously, 60 customers is what your magic number is. So make a list of 60 and see if you can work to fill those 60 of repeat loyal customers. And if you're not tracking your customers, you have no idea who they are. And so I've been tracking on an Excel sheet, and so I start looking at the customers that have purchased more than one time from me. If they've only bought one time and they've only bought 3 bars, or they only bought 1 bar or a pack of light bulbs, they're great for that. They're called fluff customers is what I decided to start calling them. They're the fluff or the icing, right? They're icing customers, but they're not. I need cake. I need cake customers that are the foundation of my business. So I have a few ladies, they've ordered more than 12 times from me. I send them most of the time, at least once a year, a really nice bigger gift. I have 2 that are on the loyalty program, right? So every month an order is done. One gal has washer whiffs, black raspberry vanilla, delivered every month. So once a year I send her a laundry liquid for free, usually around Christmas time, that says, thank you for being the most loyal customer, like my #1 loyal customer for the year. And so she gets a free laundry liquid because I had one sitting here on my shelf that I hadn't sold or used, and sent it to her as a thank you because it went with her washer with. So maybe I could get her hooked on another item that she would then start using. She hasn't, but I don't care. She still orders $30 a month from me. So really, to do your 150, you need 5 people that want washer whiffs every month. So I'm pretty sure you can find 5 people that want washer whiffs every month so that you can be active. But yes, so I just do this rule of 60. I'm constantly looking for 60 loyal, consistent ordering customers, whether that be every month or every other month. So that's my rule, is they need to order about every other month for me to be considered consistent and loyal.
Yeah, I think so too. I think every other month's good. I think that's realistic, because you're not going to get them to order every single month.
No.
I don't think I've ever had a person order every single month.
I have 2.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had one.
Actually, I have one lady too. Sometimes she orders twice in a month. And so I feel totally terrible because she's paying $5 and $8 shipping every time because she orders on my website because she's not local to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm always sending her a free bar or sending her something because I just feel so guilty that I think one time she just forgot something. She turned around and ordered some bars and light bulbs like after she'd placed a pretty decent order. And I'm like, oh, if you would have just combined both of those together, she would have had free shipping. But
I hate that.
It's one of those things. Like I just do that for my customers. If you can't afford that, don't. Customers are happy with just some samples of just some, let's say you get some bars of wax returned that you can't use, break them up into samples and give them out to customers. Those are things that and a little cute little baggie with a thank you sticker. Seriously, I mean, customers love it. That's try to give washer whiffs. Mm-hmm. If you get a bar in that's damaged and you can't hang it anymore, you can't hang it up, then, and half the time I try scents and I was like, God, that is terrible. For me, I don't like it. So then, but I give it to my customers as samples because maybe they will like
honey? I think I gave out all my guava honey.
Oh, I still have some of those, I think. And I was like, one gal was like, oh, I think I like it. And I'm like, if you like it, you can have all friggin' 9 bars that I got hanging here. They're yours.
I think that happened. What warmer was that I could not give away?
The sweater.
It was one not too long ago. The lady seriously spent, I don't even know how much. And she's like, my aunt loves this. I'm like, let me give that to you as a thank you. I mean, she spent like $400.
Yeah, this is my gift to you. You have a blessed day.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy to see it get off my friggin' shelf.
Me too. I was thinking, thank you, Jesus, it's gone.
Jesus, it's finished.
It was bad.
Oh, Heather, I've missed you. I just have to say.
I know, it's been crazy over here. This summer, I don't like these summer months.
Yeah, summer is a whole nother ball game for us. Literally, we have ball games all the time, and
it's so busy for everybody. And trying to fit your business into your busy schedule, it's difficult. You want to have some fun.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just taking bags. Like there was one of these girls in our LDU program. I don't remember who it was. I have to go look. But she has the kind of like these, the lanyard things, but it has a pocket.
Oh.
Yeah, she has her tester sticking in it, and she wears it around her neck everywhere she goes. She's gotten more business and talks and comments about that hanging on her neck, walking around.
Because they're looking at her boobies. I mean, her testers.
Let me show you my testers. I mean, I'm going to start doing it.
You have a Boise State shirt on.
I do, from when we went to the ball game.
Oh, go Boise State.
Yeah.
Nice. Then
it's a conversation. Oh, did you go to Boise State? No, I sure didn't, but I went to a free game when I was with my Cincy Superstar Director Summit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So good.
People ask me every time, you went to Boise State? I didn't go to college, but sure, I can help you.
We're known for our blue field, so everybody's like,
so cool.
Oh, I love it.
Y'all write this down because this is one of the things, and I do want to open up for questions. So write this down in your training center. This is your homework. You have to go watch, what is the name of it? Kay Diggins' thing. Create Loyal Customers. You have to watch it. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. How would I know if that's what it's called? Can someone look? It says right here, host a team. Nope. It's not the name of it. I'm going to have to look. Anyway, type in customer service in the search engine. Because it's from Spring Sprint 2015, and it has a facilitation guide. And so Kay Diggins said, providing good customer service to your customers and hosts needs to be your top priority. In this day and age, there are millions of consultants from thousands of different direct selling companies, all competing for the same customers, the same party host, and the same potential recruits. So, oh, sorry, it's Bucket. Hold on. Go ahead. Come on. It's just come on. Go. Jason's getting home, and so he's barking. Okay, so she was saying keep a customer card on each one of your customers. So this is kind of like what Carol does in Excel, or you could do it old school, just in an index card box, however you prefer. It doesn't really matter, just so you have the cards. And it says this card should contain their phone number, their address, their email, and their favorite scents. One of the ways also special dates like birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, special notes. So if they mention they'd like to have a party around the holidays, write that down for follow-up. She says, go to the resource tab of your workstation for a customer information card template or create your own. Update a customer's card every time you connect with your customer. Keeping your information updated is a great way to stay connected. So I also love Melissa Gratt's version of the idea of the card recipe box. So like, let's say it's vanilla suede. How many of y'all have had tons of people that have reached out to you and they're like, I'm so glad vanilla suede is back. So she'll get at the top of an index card. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Spring Sprint 2015 customer care is the name of it. See, I was making up something else. I don't even know. See, I do lead y'all in the wrong direction at times. I wasn't joking when I said that. But she'll write vanilla suede at the card. So, and it's not every person that buys vanilla suede from you guys. It's the people that are like, oh my God, vanilla suede is my favorite. Like I could rub it all over me. It's those people that need to go on the card. So then a vanilla suede card will be Susan smelled her bar for 3 minutes, Gorsuch, her phone number. You keep writing those crazy lovers, vanilla suede lovers on the card. Because then when BBMB comes back, I feel like I'm talking Big Brother lingo when I say that. When BBMB comes back, are y'all watch Big Brother? I love it. Okay, just so you'll know. So when the Bring Back My Bars come back, you just pull that little vanilla suede card out and you just call all 15 people that you wrote down on that little card. That's great customer service. And then in her phone, she'll put in, like, as a contact, it'll be add a contact, Heather Vanilla Suede Gorsuch. So when Heather calls, hey, Heather, are you out of vanilla suede? Heather's thinking, how in the heck did this Scentsy consultant just remember that I love vanilla suede? Because my phone told me so, but it makes me look like an awesome Scentsy consultant, right? So it's that simple. It's going the extra steps where they think you are a bad person. Can I say MF? It's being recorded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we have to do these things. We have to make us look like that personal one-on-one connection. Okay, so moving on to her thing just quickly, educating your customers. Ensure customer satisfaction by teaching your customers about the warranties, whether it be it's the lifetime warranty on the manufacturer side of our warmers. Maybe you let them know and say, listen, if my warranty on the bars, I usually exchange them. It never happens hardly, but I've had people come back and go, I put a cube of the eucalyptus in and I really hate it. Can I change that? And I'll switch it out if it's current. I'll say, oh, they're like, can I swap some scents? Girl, I can maybe swap a couple if they're current scents, but if not, let me put you down for my swap party that I do twice a year, and I'll invite you to that because you can bring anything you don't want anymore, and just it's $25 a person. Y'all can swap amongst each other, but I'm inviting, there's a purpose for a party right there. So now that somebody said that, that's like ding, ding, ding. I need to plan one now because it's not twice a year. I just made that up. It could be every month if we wanted to. They don't know any different. But you're just throwing it out there, and they're like, yes, I want to be a part of that swap party. What is that? Well, that's my Scentsy recycle party. Get stuff out of your hands. Y'all can meet some friends, drink some wine, and swap the stuff you don't want anymore. And come home with some new stuff. Put a warmer information insert in each warmer order. Make sure you're labeling everything, even the silly little light bulbs. I know it seems redundant, but you got to have a trail back to you. It's a little breadcrumbs leading back to you. Customer care begins at the party, but continues for as long as your customer stays with you. So I cannot tell you how many times I've met a customer like, yeah, I just don't have a consultant anymore. She moved. It's just too hard to get a hold of her. I pray to God nobody has ever said that about me, because listen, if anything, that Heather girl calls me way too much. It's probably what I'd rather be hearing. Okay? If I hear that, I know I'm doing my job. So just remember, you've got to stay in contact with them, because listen, they're not going to stop using Scentsy. They can get a new consultant at any time. So either you're crappy, you don't follow up with your customers, somebody else will. Somebody will love them, nurture them, and they will feel like the most important person ever from that person. That's who they're going to stay with. So you got to be on your A game, okay? I don't want to be the sucky, crappy. I mean, I've done it before, believe me. I'm going to act like I haven't, but please. Listen, there's times I even return phone calls. When stuff was going on, they're probably like, well, I tried reaching that girl, but she didn't even call me back. And then I'll call them back and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I was out of town. I'm sorry. It's been 8 days since I returned your call, but we were in Mexico. I didn't have service. I do. I totally lie about it. Okay, whatever. I'm teaching y'all bad things. I'm teaching you bad things. Whatever. It works. They're like, oh, how was your trip? It was great. We had a family reunion. We didn't. Okay. Engage first-time customers. A personal thank you is great for first-time customers. Make sure they have your contact information. Like I talked about, texting your business card is a great one to have. And reward referrals. Every time people come and buy from me, I'm like, girl, make sure you know you could have gotten all this free if you had 6 friends. You just got a 6-pack of bars. Every time you refer me a buying customer, I give you a free bar of wax. I don't let them pick it out. Of course, I'm giving it to them because I need to get rid of my guava honey. But they don't know that. All they hear is one friend buying, I'm getting a free bar, okay? So like I say, host a party with me, you get a free warmer. I don't specify. If it's a $200 party, that sucker's going to be a nightlight that I'm getting for $10 using the perpetual. I'm not giving him a $35 warmer at half off. Are you kidding? They have to work for that. That's going to be a $500 party to get a $35 warmer from me. I'm just speaking in generic terms. Warmer, free warmer. Going back to warranties, make sure it's limited lifetime warranty on your diffusers. The reason why it's limited is because it's a $20 fee. I just had to return an electrical base for my hairdresser's diffuser because he never cleaned it out with a Q-tip, and it is clogged in hot water. Running water through the cycle twice, it won't even go. So that is $21.65 that you do not earn PRV on. So make sure you're educating your diffuser buyers on that, okay? It's your job to teach them so they're not shocked and pissed when you're like, yeah, that'd be $21.65 for what? Because you'll have to pay for the shipping. It's a $20 fee is all it is. That's what they have to pay for the diffusers only, okay? Okay. Oh, she says availability. Manage expectations regarding your availability. Let your customers know that you will return customer calls within 24 to 48 hours. Carol does that. She has that on her voicemail. And that you're going to deliver products within blank days of receiving them. She talks about attitude, appearance, which I think I'm going to get my friend Christian to go on here. She's a, what would you call her? Image consultant. I mean, I'm a t-shirt and kind of jeans girl, whatever. But it's very interesting to hear her presentation on how you look and how it affects your business. You need to always look your best, whatever your best may be, is what she does. So I think it might be kind of fun to do a Zoom call with her one night, just to get her on here to see. And then bagging or boxing your customers' orders in a presentable way. We talked about that. Okay, let's go for questions. Or if Carol, you have anything. I want to save the last 15 minutes for questions. And I don't want to give away all the goods out of her fun thing. All right, anybody got questions?
I just love it. I loved all the tips. It was great for me even. I don't think I can ever stop learning. You need new things all the time.
I'm always learning. I learn stuff every day. Today I learned that my size 16 pants may be too small.
Oh, no.
That's what I learned today.
Well,
I hate shopping. How many of y'all hate shopping? Can we just be real? Like,
oh, yeah. I buy stretchy pants because they have more give. I can get a smaller size and feel better about myself.
It is terrible. I'm shopping. I took 7 items back. I ended up getting a little undershirt thing that's supposed to go under another shirt. I don't even own that because it's too tight. It sucks on me. I hate it. And then the girl's like, oh, it didn't work out. I'm like, yeah, the 16s don't work out. I need to stop eating. She goes, oh, that's what I'm doing now on cereal with no sugar twice a day. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to do that. Goodbye, I'm leaving. Sucks. But I did mention Scentsy to her, so it worked out. I got the conversation started about weight loss, and we went on into Scentsy.
Awesome.
Right, nobody has questions? I didn't type nothing? Or unmute?
You're so thorough, Heather. They're all like,
I am not thorough. I was on a rampage earlier. I mean, woo.
I missed it. I was late getting on. I had to run my kids around. So then I'm like, oh, it's time. I need to get on.
Oh, shoot. See, Joyce just messaged me, says, no one explains the PWS and the change the way that you do. I suppose since it's live, I can't share. Listen, I was just real. Carol, let me ask you this while you're on here. You've been with Scentsy the longest out of all of us on here. I was telling the girls, it is probably less than 1% or 0.5% of how many of my PRV that I've ever gotten from a consultant locator. Maybe 1 to 2 people that I know of where I've got a random order. Like, my business does not come from consultant locator. Does yours?
No. Mm-mm. I don't think I've ever gotten anyone actually from the locator because I've moved multiple times, and so I've had people say, gosh, I've tried to find you and I can't. You know, like if they wanted to order on my website, let's just say they're, looking for my website, which is the reason why I went to GoDaddy and I bought the domain of my name, carolbh.com, was so that I can teach my customers. They don't have to worry about Googling me, or they don't have to worry about finding me. I have a dedicated website, because that Scentsy one is okay. But if this is truly your job, I would suggest you go to GoDaddy and buy a domain for $15 for the year, or whatever it is, or for 5 years. It's not very expensive, and then you can have it redirect to your Scentsy website. So it's just a shorter URL for you to use, but use your name if it's possible.
Yeah.
If nobody has it, or something that you go by or that people know you by, because then it just makes it a whole lot easier for people to find you. But I'm not worried about the locator change, because that doesn't build my business. It doesn't build anybody's business. Everyone's just kind of a tad overreacting. But all these changes are good, because who knows, you might find a past customer that used to order from you, and you have all their information in your workstation, so you're going to get that order because they went to just Scentsy to buy, because they don't have your site, your extension. So I think it's more to teach new and old consultants, myself included, to enter everyone's complete information.
Not just have it like that.
Not just their name, not just their stuff. I mean, get whatever you can from your customers, but to enter them in while you're doing the order, not just place the whole entire order underneath you, know. And so, yeah, so somebody said, this is how I found Sarah and thought about joining Scentsy, typed in my address, and I found her. I would have never joined if I hadn't looked and found her. So there's somebody that did find a consultant, and that's great. That's totally random. Nobody's ever found me that way.
My question to you for this would be, are you glad it's Sarah Caceres that is a bad MFer, that is a leader and a teacher, or would you rather have found someone that just does 150 every 3 months to teach you and be your mentor? Which one would you have rather had?
Yeah, because see,
I mean, honestly.
there's lots of people who said, gosh, I met this person and they talked to me and everything, but then I decided to go with someone that was close to me. So I searched them out, but then now they're messaging back saying, I wish I would have gone underneath you because you actually work and help this other person that I randomly found isn't even working their business. And so I think,
and it's not that it helps run your business. It's just nice to have someone. I mean, there's many of y'all that are adopted, and having an upline and talk to them, it's not going to make your business successful by any means. It's whether you get off your butt or not to do something. But it's nice to have people around you that are positive and do that energy. It's contagious. Like, it's your choice to be successful, but it sure is nice to have somebody to go to that will be willing to answer the questions and that will pick up the phone and say, hello.
Hello.
I'm here, you know?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm glad Victoria said that, because Victoria knows how awesome Sarah is, for sure. She is a gem, like both of them. She's the best.
Yeah, Sarah's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be really nice if the 3 people that I was supposed to have recruited last month would actually join.
They're not ready.
They backed out on me.
Hey, listen, I'd rather have them back out and come back 6 months when they're ready and do something than join now and drop off 3 months from now and waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'll take drop-offs any day. Come to me when you're ready.
Just ask more questions too to find out what is really holding them back. Because I think what we find most of the time is we don't ask enough questions of these people that are saying, oh, I'm going to join. And so we just like sit back and wait instead of asking them, so are you excited to join? And then then that's when they can be like, well, no, not really. I can't do this, or I can't do that. And then you get to the root of why they're scared to join or what is going on in their life. Mm-hmm. So then you can say, that's okay. I've been there too. You know, let's save up for a couple months and then we can join. August is a great month to join because you get an enhanced kit. So you can kind of ask questions, work on these people to save up and join in August. If they can save $50 for 2 months, they can join. And so that's something that you can really help them work through. But, you know, that person has to have skin in the game and be willing to pull out a card.
Yeah. One recruit I have, she's just not doing anything at all. I cannot get her to get her head in the game at all. I'm trying.
Girl, it happens to everyone. Out of 10 people that you recruit, 2 will do something. 2 out of 10.
Maybe sometimes just 1.
Yeah, probably 1.
Sometimes only 1. I'm not trying to be the Debbie Downer here. It's just,
it's hard.
Out of the normal customers I have, they're all in a completely different state. So I never really get to talk to any of them face to face.
Well, anytime you want to borrow my Zoom, Victoria, let us know. We'll set up a Zoom and you can Zoom with them.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's what I try to do. I try to Skype with them and just have fun with them on the phone and everything. And I private message them constantly and just text them and call them. But it's rough because most of them are all very low income families. And
sure. That's the great thing about this business is, it's the same kit regardless of where you live. And it can really do amazing things. People that really, truly need it, that's low income, they could really use the help and the money,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's all right. Well, we'll schedule like a wine night or something. Maybe grab their favorite beverage and we just get on here and do a social where they can ask questions, where there's no strings attached, no pressure, nothing. Sometimes when you take the stress out of the environment and the situation and do a little stress reliever where there's no fear, like just come in, have fun, ask questions. And it's our approach that we can make them feel comfortable from the get-go. They'll be more relaxed and hopefully ask some more questions to where we can get down to the root of finding a solution.
I'm going to keep trying, and I'm cooking for the 500 in my LDU.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get together a party for the Bring Back My Bars.
Mm-hmm. That's
trying.
Great. Good. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's really, really good, Victoria.
I'm pushing as hard as I can without getting stressed.
Hey, Victoria, tonight.
Lots of month.
Can I give you some feedback, Victoria?
Yes.
You said try 3 times.
Yes, I
Oh.
know. I have a lot going on, though.
Well, that's okay. You can just say, I'm working on it, or I'm pushing towards it. But I would encourage you to eliminate the word try from your vocabulary, because try gives you an out and immediately
out.
says you're going to fail.
That's right.
That's what Sarah says.
Yes, so take the word try out of your vocabulary. Say, I'm working on it, I'm pushing towards it, this is one of my goals, I'm getting better every day, but just don't say the word try. Every time I hear the word try, I'm just like...
Makes me cringe.
Yeah, I do cringe.
And you have a lot going on. So remember, when you have a lot going on, that's a lot more opportunities than you have when somebody is not busy.
Yeah, it'd be better if I could get out of the house. I'm not allowed to drive for up to a year right now.
But do you have friends that drive?
Not in this area, no. I
Do you have neighbors that drive?
Huh?
Neighbors that have a car?
I
lost you.
Huh?
Do you have neighbors that have a car?
They do, but the ones that do, they're never home. And then
Well, when they are home and you stalk them and see them pull into the driveway, you say, girl, I need to run up to Walmart. Can I give you a loaner warmer to try if you just give me a ride up to Walmart? Will you mind going with me?
see, that would be easy if I had 3 car seats just sitting with me at all times for my children.
Is there somebody that can stay at home with the baby so you can run to Walmart?
No.
Is there a babysitter that you use?
Nope. My husband takes me everywhere I need to go, and we go to stores constantly, and I just meet up with people. I just hand samples out and joint packets out to random strangers.
Do you take the 3 babies when you go with your husband?
Yes.
So you have 3 car seats at home.
They stay in the van at all times.
Well, you can pull them out. I mean, a car seat is removable.
Oh, I know. They're just a pain in the ass. Excuse me.
And working your business is a pain in the ass sometimes, but to get to the reward, we have to be a little pain in our ass. We can't, we've got to find everything that's coming at you. Car seat is removable. You can have the husband stay home while you go to the neighbor. Give her a free bar of wax for a free ride. You're creating a friendship and introducing Cincy on a personal level that you can have a relationship with. Hand out more stuff while you're there. It's a different appearance when you're out at Walmart with husband, 3 kids handing out samples. No, now the checkout lady's going to see you with your girlfriend handing out samples. They're seeing a different side of you. You're more relaxed. You're probably not stressed. It's a different way out. It's a different feel, a different approach. So where there's a will, there's always a way. And you've got to remember, don't take no for an answer when you're talking to yourself. You may get a no from someone else, but when a scenario is going in your head, no is not the answer for you. You've got to find an alternative. When you start telling yourself, you know what, I'm going to find a solution. It was an example over the weekend was my mom. She'd come up here for the first time since we've moved back here. There's a young girl that she's been hired. My mom's worked at the same place for 12 years. A new girl came in her late 20s, has a young son, needs more money, is part-time. So my mom was here and she says, you know, that girl has gotten a raise 3 times. She came in first and was like, I'm just not making enough money. Gave her a raise. Came back in, is like, I can't make. He put her on the sales team. I'm still not making enough money. Gave her more money. So she's now on a commission and making more money. And I said, well, Mom, how many times have you asked for a raise? She says, never. I said, then you really don't have the right to gripe about what this young 28-year-old girl is doing because you've never opened your mouth to ask. She did. So it's important to find a solution. That's why I told her, I said, don't look at the negative and focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have and what you can do. Because, listen, I have sold Cincy, moved 3 different times. I've been in 12 other direct sales businesses, moving everywhere, military, family, husband deployed, on my deathbed with a stranger neighbor taking care of my son because I had no one else. When it came down to it, Aaron De La Rosa stepped up and took my son who didn't even know us. I've lived out of a suitcase selling Scentsy from a catalog with zero inventory. I have put my starter kit on a maxed out credit card in order to even get started in this business. So don't sell yourself short. Take that try out of your vocabulary. And when you're saying, I can't leave my house, tomorrow I want you to give me 5 reasons on how you're going to get out of your house. Because it's so easy for people to say, I can't. When I have seen so many people that have far less than we do, and the stories, and they've overcome so much more than we could ever even imagine. So remember that. Like, find a way out to meet people, even if it's walking around your block, Victoria. I don't care. I want you to find a way to go somewhere without your husband and without your kids. That's your task.
Oh, I get out and go on walks all the time. That's my stress relief from my kids.
Do you go by yourself, or do you ask somebody to go with you?
I leave my husband at home with my kids during his lunch hour.
Do any neighbors go?
No. I see people out at the park and stuff because they're always working.
Yeah, go to the park.
No, Victoria, I had a fever.
We have like 8 Scentsy consultants in my military neighborhood here, and most of the wives around here are all buddy-buddy with all them.
Where do you live? What base is it?
Pax River.
And you said you have 8?
There's literally like 8 of them in this area.
Okay, I had about 8 within a 3-block radius. My whole 4-plex, we all were Scentsy consultants.
Yeah, and then we have another neighborhood on base that has a few in it.
Honey, you're untouched. You know what I can tell you to do is get out of the military communities and go meet civilians, because it ain't that saturated.
That's what I've been doing.
Housing has got thousands and thousands of people living there.
I turned my actual purse into a mobile office on top of the one that's already in the van, and I just keep it full of stuff, and I just talk to people when we're out.
Yes.
And just hand them stuff, and I literally I've given up on the people in the neighborhood, because people are in the community post. People are always having parties and wanting their local consultants to meet up with them and have parties, so I can't get any local home parties because of that.
Well, you have to meet more people, because this is from the year 2000. So we're talking 16 years ago. But 16 years ago, there was the population in the tiny little city of Patuxent River. There was 2,838 people. That was 16 years ago, so it's not even recent. But if I'm going to divide that by 11 consultants that you have in your area, that means each one of you would have 258 solid customers that would buy from you. I don't even have a 258 customer base. So there's plenty of people out there to be had. And that's not even the towns outside of Patuxent River. You've got way more options. Don't limit yourself right there, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then we are looking for orders in the next few months. So that's a good thing.
Even better. You better get your roots there before you leave. That's what I always did.
That's
go from Monica. It says you have kids, use them to make friends. Host a play date. I use mine to get them enthused. I've met many customers at the park. Don't count yourself out. From Samantha. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kiddos too. You can do it. Start Little Mommy and Me, crafts, etc. Use empty clamshells for finger painting. From Tracy, try to do pouch parties for folks you know in other states, not in the military family. From Lorraine, you know I can't drive right now. I'm a single mom of 4 who are always with me. I use my kids to help get me sales. Started when my youngest was 18 months. I've opened up my home for parties and have great success. I flipped my host from last month. She's signing up August 1st. So you've got to stay positive and don't tell yourself no. Eliminate the word try, and yes, I can. It needs to start happening in your head.
That's what I'm working on.
Good job.
I mean, I'm getting there. It's just rough.
Everything that's worth having is rough. It's never an easy, clear path to get there, or everybody would be doing it.
But the good thing is I hit my 150 in the first week.
Yes, you did, because I told y'all you would be out if you didn't.
I got it first day because of my mom and me.
When it comes to this 500 this month.
I'm working on that.
How to get people to host a party, she said. That's great. All right. Anybody else have questions, y'all? On customer service. Does anybody do something really amazing for customer service and you need to share it with everybody? Y'all don't do anything good for customer service? Do we all suck at it? What's happening? Somebody's gonna do
I send out thank you notes once a month.
Okay, that's good. What else do y'all do?
I really send out thank you cards with normally a cent circle to each of my good orders. If they order over 50 a month, I send them a cent circle.
That's nice. I've sent out cent circles for the first time as a thank you gift last week. It's always been samples, so I actually did cent circles for the first time in almost 8 years.
Everyone that orders over 50 each month gets a cent circle with a thank you card.
So if it's the same people, I would change it up and get something different in their hands.
Well, I only have about 15 loyal customers each month.
Then I would give washer whiff samples before a cent circle all day long.
I try to. I'm using the word
Sorry,
try.
You what?
I'm sorry. I'm using that word. But I have a lot of customers that have kids with sensitive skin issues. So it's really rough to do the laundry samples.
Well, I don't think they can do their laundry separate. It doesn't have to be with the kids' clothes. There is a thing of sorting. So I would tell them, hey, kids with sensitive skin, put their pile to the side. Let me treat you in spa-smelling towels. I know you're stressed out with all your little rugrats running around. I'm going to help you and make your towels and sheets smell like a spa because I know you need to relax.
Yeah, I'm in love right now with the coconut lemongrass. I just bought the whole line of it.
Well, it's great that you're in love with it, but we need your friends and customers in love with it too.
My buddy Jen she likes the black raspberry vanilla.
Raspberry vanilla? Yeah.
It's one of the lighter ones, and with my husband's uniforms, it just doesn't work.
Just put more scoops.
Yeah, we do the Scentsy Clean and the coconut cotton, and now the coconut lemongrass.
Quiver is very strong on uniforms. My husband would go on the Navy ship with that on his uniforms, and people would come up to him going, Chief, what is on your uniform? I would sell more washer whiffs with Quiver than any. I mean, Scentsy Clean now that we have it, this is before we had it. We didn't have that many. Quiver would work. So good.
I'll have to get some. I like
All right, anybody else? What else do y'all do? I want to hear for y'all's customer service. Y'all don't do anything? You don't have any?
I give out samples. Lots
You give out
of different
samples?
Yep.
What kind of samples?
I have a customer who loves the white tea and cactus. She buys the laundry love kit. So every month she buys that kit from me, or every 6 weeks it is about. And I give her a different sample in that scent.
Look, that's a customer's order right there.
There you go.
White tea and cactus is a win-win on that spa feel. They love that.
So she got, I had some hand sanitizer. She got a sample of a hand sanitizer, and then she wanted it. I gave her a sample of the counter cleaner. She's a maid. She cleans for a living. And I sent her pictures because she said she hadn't tried it yet. So why haven't you tried it? Now she tried it. Now she's like, oh, crap. Now I need some of that. I gave her, this time when she picks up her order, she's getting a room spray. I don't have the thing to cut it apart, and she's bought, over $200 for the stuff, so I'm giving her the room spray as a gift.
Very nice.
And she's going to cry when I hand it to her. But, I do different samples for different people, and I always do samples that are something that they don't buy, something they haven't tried.
Mm-hmm.
When my mom was here this past weekend, I gave her a counter clean, a bottle of it. She texted me yesterday at 7:59 p.m. She goes, thanks. I used the counter cleaner today. OMG, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's from a 68-year-old woman. Like, she loved it. So, and she doesn't even order Scentsy for me that often. It's maybe once a year, and it's bulbs and wax, like barely. Like, she's not changing her wax like she should be. And that's my own mother. So I have to sneak in other products so she can buy regularly.
another thing I'm doing, I have at a party, or a customer's having a party on Thursday, and any of her friends that bring a friend are getting a free gift from me. They don't know that it's a thin sample, but that's what it is, and it's actually right here.
Yeah,
Show it to you. It's
that's
actually,
a great idea. The
This
washer lifts I love giving out, you guys, because that's cute.
it's 3 cents. It's perfectly pomegranate. It's last month's scent, the blue
Cute.
raspberry ice, and then the blueberry rush. And when you melt them all together, it's amazing. They're gonna fall in love with it, and they're gonna want a 3-pack.
Yeah, they will.
So that's what everybody's getting if they bring a friend. Doesn't have to be big and huge and extravagant. It just has to be something.
I love it. Somebody's messaging me saying, I retired. My wife's in Utah and she may want to sell Scentsy. You see what happens? As the custodian when I worked in Hawaii at Lehu Elementary. You never know. You know how long ago that was, y'all? Coming through. This is nuts. That's been since 2000 and since my son was in kindergarten. He's 17 now. That's how long ago I knew him. But he just found me on Facebook about a month ago, and he just sent me his first message. That's insane. Okay. Brenda, I try to give it washer with samples. So the month. Brittany, sample thank you card, sent circles to repeat customers. That's awesome. Give out washer with samples to make sure to sample the month. Yes, that's so good. I need to be better. I need to do different things. And one of the things I loved, I saw that this other training that I thought I was telling you about that you don't have, I can't find or where I got it. I don't know how I found it. Was she said, challenge is go green with your customers. Don't throw your customers away. Use this challenge to reconnect your past customers. Challenge your team, as in your downline, to go green by gathering the customer information stuff. So you can do this for yourself. So you gather all your customer information using the customer information sheet we talked about. Enter my drawing slips at parties. Contact past customers regularly to offer scent of the month samples. Favorite product refills. Making sure your customers know how to find you. So labeling everything. And the purpose of this challenge is to help you or help your team make better contact with their customers. So it all starts with one thing that you put into place and be consistent. Don't give up on it. So if you're going to do the customer information sheet, maybe you go back to the 20 most recent customers that did it and fill it out for them. Set a goal, let's get a number, and let's follow up with those people, okay? So that's your other homework besides watching this training is start with the most recent and figure out where if you're going to do the customer follow-up sheets for each of them. Okay. Anybody else want to add anything? Say anything? Do customer service? Anything? Anybody want to be a better hostess or consultant giving customer service? Nobody wants to be better? Anything? I do. Crap. Are y'all sleeping? Y'all better get a margarita and some wine and come back. And we're gonna do this whole call all over again because I don't know that it's sinking in. Who's excited about this new things customer service? Anybody? Yay! Okay, good. All right, y'all.
Heather,
Getting on.
Heather,
Yes.
I have a question. It's Janelle.
Hey, Janelle. Yes, baby.
What did you say about the customer follow-up sheet? I missed part of that, I guess.
Resources.
Oh, it's under resources?
Yep, it's under the resources tab.
It's right there, or
Under, hold on, let me find it.
yep.
I'm logged out. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh shoot, I gotta go to this other. I gotta use Internet Explorer. I still can't get my Google to clear out. I've tried clearing cookies, everything, and it still won't pop up my training center. Aggravating. It's my stupid computer.
Mine is doing the same thing, so maybe I'm on Safari, so maybe it's a
I'm on
Scentsy
Google
thing.
Chrome.
So maybe it's a Scentsy thing because I can't get the training center to pull up either. So
Okay, I can do it using
I can't
Internet
either.
Explorer.
Okay.
Okay, let's search for customer information sheet. Oh, hold on. It's under resources, I bet. Did I say training center? Hold on.
First, you told me resources.
Resources, customer information sheet. Just tap that in.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Brenda, you are on it. Love it. Brenda, we want you on every call, okay? You're so fast and efficient. I love it. That makes my heart happy.
But you use the Internet Explorer for the training center?
That's what I did to get on right now. For some reason, I haven't been able to get on all day. And when I announced very quickly that we were doing a last-minute training because it was Tuesday, I was going to cancel it, but I didn't after that announcement. I'm like, I have to do it now because everything is happening. I was trying to find something to talk about. So I was pulling up a little homework under resources to talk about.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anybody else? Hey, and this was under resources too. It was from Melissa Gratz's 30-day customer appreciation challenge. So find that. It's got a little sheet you can print off and keep track. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
30-day customer appreciation challenge. I found that under Training Center also. If you just type in customer service, a whole slew of stuff comes up. It's really great. I was looking through it going, wow, there's a lot on here that I haven't seen in a while.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to